Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 20 of my Let's Platinum Rise of the Tomb Raider series. We are on to Score Attack now. There are lots of these. We've got to do 27 score attacks, 27 missions or chapters, levels, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to do this quick intro at the beginning of this first one here, and then I'm not going to do this for all the rest of them. There will be 20 separate videos for each one. Basically, each one's going to have its own video, so it's going to be easy to find them. So normally you could go to expeditions here, score attack, and then you have level. First one we're going to do is the Prophet's Tomb, and then you change your difficulty, and then you continue, add your scorecards, etc., things like that. But you can also do it another way, which we're going to do. We're going to go into leaderboards, and then we go to the one we need to do, which is the Prophet's Tomb. Look at the rank number 1, the highest score. You can see his profile here, and then it will load in, and if you press X, you'll be able to play with these settings for 2,000 credits, which means we will use all of his cards that he has or has used there. So we don't have to have them necessarily. We would just be able to buy them for this round only. And that's how we're going to do some of these, not all of these, probably the vast majority. It's just going to help. That means that you and I will have the same cards, because we may have different ones because we've opened packs and they'll be a bit random. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So it starts off here, you can see there's a countdown, and this is a score attack. Remember, not a time attack. You can see there is a time bonus, but it is more important to link your scores together. Now, these blue things are obviously linking the score. You can see there the ×8, and then it's going to go up ×9. You can see the little crescent moon on the side. That's the most important thing. You see it's kind of stopped at the top there now because it's going through a bit of an animation. Once the animation finishes, it will continue again. So that timer on the left with the crescent moon is the most important thing. You need to be chaining score combos together. Now, because we've used the specific cards from that top player, you don't actually have to use the top one. You can use any one, so any of the cards that you two are liking, basically. We're actually going to have a 400 times or 4 times score. 400%, I think. Yeah, 400% it is the increase that we have. So we actually only need a 41,250 score at the top corner there, because we have these cards that because they're a negative thing. So there's things, I can't remember which specific ones we're actually using here, but it's things like if you die, the run is over, enemies are more difficult, things like that. Because this is essentially a tomb, all the enemy ones, they just don't matter. There's 2 enemies in this right at the end. So yeah, there's things like more difficult enemies, they dodge your attacks, things like that. So yeah, if you want to check them, they are at the beginning, but they are unimportant to what we're actually doing. So yeah, we actually only need a score of 41,250 to get the 165,000 that you need for the gold medal. We need to get a gold medal in every single one of these runs, which I'm sure you are aware of. Like when you first try it as a practice, you may come in short, like 30,000 if you don't use any cards, and you probably think this is going to be very difficult, but it really isn't. I believe at the end of this, I have a score of around 666,000, something like that. I do manage to keep the chain going until the end, but that is not essential. Like I said, as long as you get that score of 41,250, because we have the 400% increase from the cards we're using, you'll be fine. So I will be working out kind of the minimum for every single run we're doing. So don't worry, if your chain breaks and you're at 30,000 something, just keep going. And then if you get towards the end and you think you aren't going to do it, then restart. Do start and then do restart the encounter. You will have all your cards again. You'll be able to try again without paying, which is pretty helpful, because you'll just have to pay again if you finish it and then come out of it. So yeah, this is basically exactly the same as when you first played this. All the collectibles are in the places. Everything. So you're hitting these blue things, you'll see me shooting these yellow lanterns. I'll be finding collectibles. They're not essential. I'm just trying to keep my my score going. Like I said, it's not 100% necessary. But this first bit here is going to be the easiest place to link your score together and get it nice and high. So if you do mess up, there is a certain point I'm going to point out. There's a where you sort of jump into some water that can break your chain if you don't get one of the things on the way down. But by that point, you should have more than enough. You can see the time there. We have the bonus of just under 8,000. Time is not important. It is, like I say, it's more important to keep your score up. So if it takes you a little bit longer to run around, get some collectibles, and keep your score up, that's much more important. So this, you can see the multipliers on times 42 has stopped whenever you're in a cutscene or an animation like this is. We are technically in control of Lara still. The timer will stop, so that is helpful as well. It is a lot more simple. You don't overstress yourself with trying to be as quickly as possible. That's not right. With trying to be as quick as possible. Just focus on hitting the specific points that I'm doing. I would advise that before doing the cards, do just a run without cards, just to familiarize yourself with all the button presses where you need to hit certain points, where certain jumps are, because it's all well showing me showing you how to do it, but it's also feeling it out for yourself as well. But yeah, this is going to be what we're doing for now. I will show you a clean-ish run. It might not always be the cleanest run, but as long as I get that score, I don't really care. So yeah, if I don't make it all the way through without 100%, with a 99 combo, it stops at 99. That's as high as it goes, but it's quite easy, especially in this one, to keep going if you just take your time. Like, everything gives you something. So there, even that is a combo increase there. All collectibles, killing enemies. Headshots obviously give you more points. We only got 2 enemies right at the end of this. Headshots are very easy on them, even though they are tougher. They still have no armor on their head. This is another sequence. You see the timer stopped again. Yeah, even get points for that. And you see the blue things as we kind of swim through. Well, swim through here. You can kind of see them. Yeah, as long as you follow the path, you'll be fine. So this is where you may accidentally break your combo now. Don't worry if you do, you can continue. So look up here. I'm just hitting these. These are the challenge things. They give you points as well. Try and avoid the first one there. Dive over the top of it. That first blue thing. We're going to hit that in a minute. So get those few. Crack this thing open. I've left specific ones on purpose to keep the combo going, which is going to be this one and that first one I dived over. Dived over? Is that even a word? So get that while we're waiting for the water to rise, so we're able to get this one and then just continue on. Stick to the right on this one because timing can be quite, you're going to see, if you don't stick to the right you'll be in the red by the time you hit that one. Here's another instance where red, it's going to be tight. If you don't hit that one, there is a chance you will break your combo there. But you can see how high our score is at this point anyway. So you should be fine by then. Just continue with a second chain. Again, it's going to be very close here. Just continue with a second chain, you'll be fine. I'm just hitting a few of the bonus things here. I'll leave that lamp for now. And now we'll just get some bonus things. See, the score's nearly there. We could literally just finish now. Push towards the end. There, we're over it. No, we're not. We're just shy. Now we're over it. So we could just finish at this point and you'll be fine. Because we have that multiplier. But I'll just keep it going. So yeah, it's going to be a lot more fun than you probably think. You're probably going to stress thinking about it. Because if you're like me, you don't particularly like these kind of time attack, score attack things. But these seem quite generous. It is the cards that are going to help the most. with these extra percentages. And just pathing it out, feeling a route for it is going to be the most important thing. Once you have a route down, then I don't think these are going to be a problem at all. I'm even going to jump here and get the map. So there is, we will get all of the trophies for score attack apart from one if we use other people's cards the whole time. There are challenges for each one, for each level, but we won't be doing the challenges because we're using somebody else's setup. It doesn't let you do the challenges, so we'll have to do one of the shorter ones. I think the third one is only a 5-minute tomb. So yeah, it's all tombs and levels. Everyone, like I said, there's 27 we need to do. So we'll do one of the shorter ones twice and do the challenges. We'll do score attack, get the high score, get the gold medal, the gold star, and then we'll do a quick challenge one to get that trophy. We need to do 3 challenges in one run, basically. So we don't need to be quick, we just need to get the challenges done. You can do it in any one. This one is quite an easy one to do it in, but it is fairly long. This one's about... There is a par time on each one. We do go over par. I think par was about 10 minutes, so we're just going over now because of that intro. Yeah, but time is not important, so par time is irrelevant, really. But yeah, most of them have quite a short par time. Some are as low as 5 minutes and up to sort of 10-15 minutes. This one's 10:50 or 10:30, so this one's kind of in the middle. And you can see how quickly we're just getting through it. Very little effort, really. Skip all these cutscenes whenever they kick in. There's a big long one here, so skip that, and then you'll have this fight. Just do, if you can get the headshots. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You get massive points there. I'm nearly up to the point threshold. I don't quite make it, but I'm getting up there without the multiplayer, without the card bonus. Just keeping that multiplier high is doing all the work. And yeah, so this is going to be it, pretty much. Just run to the end here and we're done. Nearly didn't make that then. Nearly broke it right at the end. Yeah, I mean, we really don't need to get that at this point. So we're going to get 3 trophies at the end of this one. Let's get to the end. So as soon as you get out, you can start pressing touchpad. Time's done. It's done now. So you can skip. And you'll see your first 3 trophies come up. There we go. The card bonus is kicking in, 600. There we go. My worst enemy, my own worst enemy. That's for having a multiplier of 2 or 200%. We had 400%. Gilded is for getting gold medal or gold star in any of them, and Iron Will is for using 5 cards in any one. And that's this one done. So yes, we'll be moving on to the next one in the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.